So if you're in college, you're going to want to listen up because making $10,000 if you're bored in school is much easier than you think, especially in this day and age. Take it from me, somebody that just graduated college 2 years ago, that frankly was really not interested in school and wanted something else to do because I wanted to make money and business school just really wasn't my thing.
Be honest, it's not my favorite thing.
There's plenty of ways that you can make tens of thousands of dollars while you're in school without actually having to go anywhere. Also options that you can go places. So just to give you a little bit of a story, I started Amazon back in 2018 in October, back from my dorm room. And what I did was Amazon dropshipping. The dropshipping business model was perfect because I was able to list products on Amazon, not buy them until they actually sold, and then when they sold, purchase them from a retailer and ship them directly to the customer. Sadly, this was 5 or 6 years ago, so that specific model is no longer actually applicable, but there still are many different dropshipping models that you can make work. You can dropship products on Shopify or on eBay where you can still list products for sale, not spend really any money until they sell, and then actually purchase them after they're already sold and ship them directly to the customer, no questions asked. And it's perfectly in policy for the platform. Additionally, if you want to be on Amazon, because that's kind of what this whole channel is about, you can also do retail arbitrage and make over $10,000 in your first probably year that you're doing this. So if you're somebody that's bored in college or wants to make money or wants to have money to go do things or go out or have fun with your friends, or if you're somebody that thinks that once they get out of school, they don't want to go the traditional 9-to-5 route, take one of these routes and run with it. Pick one of these online businesses that works best for you and run with it while you're in school.
I just don't want you to miss out.
Because frankly, you have more time than you ever had before while you're in college. Not to ramble too much, but the difference in between dropshipping or Amazon, you can do either of these models without touching any inventory. If you're doing dropshipping, I just recommend doing it for stateside where you're not dropshipping stuff from China at this point because customers are not used to getting products a month later. They want to get their stuff quickly.
But this is America, I want it now!
Amazon is what you're competing with. A day, 2-day, 3-day delivery. Getting something in a month is not ideal for customers. If you want to do Amazon, go and do retail arbitrage. Go and do online arbitrage. Send products directly to a prep center. You don't even have to touch anything because it's not ideal to do this stuff out of your dorm room. I did it. We did retail arbitrage out of our dorm room. We did wholesale out of our dorm room at one point where we would just go pick the stuff up and then bring it back to a storage unit and then send it off to Amazon. It was a complete pain and a logistical nightmare, but we made it work. And if you're in school and you want to do something other than the traditional 9-to-5 life, you need to pick one of these models and run with it because that's the only way that by the time you get out, you're going to actually be able to run with this stuff. If you don't spend the time and you want to, waste your time while you're in school doing random BS and drinking and all the other things that happen while you're in college, that's fine too. But by the time you get out, you're not going to have the freedom that you do now and the extra time that you do now because you're going to be working 40, 50 hours a week. And then you're not going to want to do these business models outside of school. While you're in college is the time to capitalize. You have so much freedom. You're not normally working a job, or some of you might be. You go to class, you do your homework real quick, and then you move on to other things. And you can spend all of your free time rather than wasting it away partying on one of these business models and come out with 6 figures in your bank account if you want to. Literally the only thing holding you back from making $10,000 while you're in school is simply the work that you need to put in. You don't need a lot of money to start any of these business models. So if you're in school, this is kind of my message to you that you can do this and you can make tons of money while you're in college. And take it from me, I started my freshman year literally like 6 to 8 weeks into college. And by the time I got out, I graduated early and I moved back home and opened up a warehouse and had employees and was, on the path to like a multi-million-dollar business by the end of it. Frankly, while I was in school, I did over 7 figures in revenue doing Amazon FBA from my dorm room. It is possible. To make your first $10,000, you can do it. Pick a model and stick with it for a year or two's time. You can make this work. And the only thing you really need to do is commit, because committing is what's going to separate those that say they want to do it from the ones that are actually going to make it work long term and come out with something where they don't have to go the route that they're not looking forward to after college. So with that being said, you can do it. I believe in all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.